Welcome to the fourth and final semifinals of this expansions tournament. It is smileydoggy, it is AgentPWE, it is going to be high class and it's going to be hard hitting. If you haven't seen the previous three to determine the competitors that will fight out for the respective championships, go check out those videos. They came out the last couple days. Spoilers, because we might be talking about it in this video. Today we have smileydoggy and Agent, and this is going to be really good. Before we get into it, let me remind you to drop a like on the video to support the competitors and the great work that they're doing, because they're quite literally, not really literally, quite literally playing their butt off, and they even had to submit 2 different TOTS deck lists because we had a break in between when the nerfs came in, and just making sure that they are aware about being able to start, and we're going to get right into this. But JJ, what are we looking at right now?
Well, smileydoggy seems to like Galakrond. He's bringing Galakrond Shaman, Galakrond Control Warlock, a Control Priest, and his Highlander Hunter is banned. AgentPWE is bringing also a Highlander Hunter, a Galakrond Rogue, a Bomb Warrior, and his Quest Warlock is banned.
Interesting ban choice from Doggy for sure. You would expect either the Hunter or the Warrior ban. Decides to not want any piece of that Warlock, just kicks it out. Of course, we know that AgentPWE has been kind of blazing through this entire tournament so far, and he's been really balling out, and the numbers show it. He's what, close to top 300 legend on America's, truly just an elite Hearthstone player in the entire world of this game. So it's a tall task to play someone like that, and smileydoggy has come prepared. He's definitely shown what he can do. He's a newcomer, obviously, to this tournament for the first time as a participant, but he's been balling out so far, and we're getting Hunter Priest in the first match. Should be a good one, everybody. See the Falmar right away. Got AgentPWE on the bottom of the screen, smileydoggy at the top.
The hands are probably going to be glitched for the remainder of the mulligan, and hopefully work afterwards.
Yeah, Liz.
So
getting it right. Coin the Falmar.
Speaking, of course, of the Highlander Hunter, I find with the lineups given, I find smileydoggy's ban less weird than Agent's almost.
Okay. Because
smileydoggy is bringing mostly control lineup.
Yeah.
And Agent's isn't the fastest, but I feel it's not as control heavy.
Yeah, I think he decides, like, let me just get rid of the Hunter, because, like, the Hunter does something of everything, and I just want to not give him his most stable deck. I would have, if I was Dog, I would have definitely always looked, taken a second look at banning maybe the Warrior, but he decided that the Warlock was the deck that he didn't want to see any part of. And I'm assuming Scale Rider here might be a good pick. You just want to keep firm control of this board if you are Agent. Also hangs on to the Divine Shield there, just playing around Breath of the Infinite a little bit, which I like a lot. Which, of course, is on hand, because it always is. That's the rule of thumb, right? If you play Priest, Breath of the Infinite is on hand.
That's actually an interesting renew. It's not great, but
I like how he does it, though, because he understands the importance of presence, right?
I mean, I guess that means that he would have to use the Falmar now that he doesn't have it anymore, but would have had to use the Falmar rather than the Divine Shield there to kill it. Ooh, that might be one of the first times I've seen a Golden Fairy Dragon. You don't see it a lot.
It's true, yeah. So Zephyr's down. I'm assuming he's just gonna destroy this here with the Shadow of Pain. I find it very interesting that the AI offers Cultier and Chaplain here. That's just like for the froggy guys who want to actually go and just play on the board.
Yeah, I've seen options like this before. I think this might be the first time I've seen Chaplain being offered, but I've seen the scaled up one, the 5-mana 5/6 give him 20 minion +3.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Health.
That's just, solid minion for
also, interesting enough, of course, this looks almost more like he's playing like Madame Lazul or Glimmerroot.
Exactly. It feels like Shadow of Pain should be the pick here, so you can just get rid of that guy.
Like, let's look at 3 priest cards really quickly. It seems interesting that it took him so long to pick it, because oftentimes when you play Zephyr, not always, but oftentimes you're looking for something specific. You already know what you're planning to get before you even get the option.
I think he would really consider his options there, which is definitely a good idea. You want to maximize everything you can do in matchups like this. And here's your Dragon Bane there from smileydoggy is saying, I can do it too.
Yeah, but just for board presence. Can't hear part of this turn.
Yeah. But gives him something to deal with. So this
yeah,
is,
but now, of course, that is the perfect answer.
yeah, Faces was a good pick up there for sure. Big board presence, Soul Mirror, not just yet.
Yeah, and the moment I saw the Faces being picked up, I thought of exactly this play.
Yeah.
Like, you hit with a Divine Shield, and then you Faceless that, and yeah.
Might be a semi-convenient breath here, if nothing else. You have the Soul Mirror for next time.
Yeah, and you can still heal Face. You have some leftover mana there.
I think you feel like you're still getting situated, you're doing fine. And of course, now Dragonbane Hero Power and Agent will start putting some serious damage right where it belongs.
Oh yeah, the place.
The place. Instant play, of course.
Yeah, there was nothing there. Like, if he had picked up something interesting, maybe, but tracking isn't in and of itself interesting. No. You just play that when you're really desperate, or when you really just looking for a play. Time Rip almost seems a little excessive, but he has another one, so I don't want to criticize it too much.
I think he's a good player.
I guess it prevents him from taking another freaking 8 points of damage next turn, yeah.
He really can. I mean, look at your health, right? You have to be very...
Ah, yes, Coltier Chaplain.
Remember him? I remember.
Zephyrus likes.
Now we track, though, because now we want Bran and we want to go for the throat. And fast. And guess who's there?
Yeah, but you can't play him this turn.
Can't play him this turn, but you pick him, I would assume.
By the way, I've noticed before, Kill Command is a kind of awkward card in Highlander Hunters.
Yeah, not a lot of
You don't have a lot of beasts.
Not a lot of beasts. But Bran is the pick, and you go face. He does not go face. Agent.
I guess he knows that between Bran and Hero Power, he has a lot of damage to push. He has a minion that he can likely stick.
But put him at 10 there, and then Bran Hero Power?
I mean, yeah, it definitely makes sense. Especially putting him at 8, because then the Hero Power doesn't save him from just Bran Hero Power.
Which doesn't happen next turn, but he also has to clear this board up. So Agent now, couple things asked of him here. He needs to stick him in, he needs to heal himself and put Apotheosis on it. And is that gonna be... Oh,
that's...
Brimwords? Okay.
Not... I mean, it's a very conservative play. So we're looking at the Bran, though, likely picked up, and from smileydoggy's perspective, we of course know he has it for a fact.
Fairness understands he needs to clean up that lifesteal.
Because Bran plus Hero Power plus both minions would have been exactly 14. So...
But Bran plus Hero Power doesn't happen that turn because of the mana.
Oh, right, yes, well, no. I was about to say this, so that was a very important play, but then I guess...
That Apotheosis was quite important there for Doggy, because he just situated himself, he turned the focus of damage away from his face for a turn, and now he's getting stabilized.
Imagine now playing the Leo Companion, though.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, here comes the King Crush, and some serious damage.
Maybe Bran's mind will be changed.
Might. It might be changed. Yeah,
Let me change your mind.
Dinosaur needs to go. No need for Soul Mirror just yet.
Yes, Bran's mind was changed.
His mind was changed. Doesn't summon another dinosaur, unfortunately for Doggy, but we'll take it.
Yeah, just imagine like that triggered battle cries. That would be insane.
That'd be crazy. Damage is what Agent needs to go and find quickly now. Zigzor could come off of the Scavenger's Ingenuity, which is definitely cool.
Yeah, but you don't have any charge, because I don't think you run boars in this. And even if it's not enough. But now what you really want is probably Zephyrus? Onshore Brawl.
Yeah, Zephyrus 2 almost wins soon, that's correct. But you already played Zephyrus, so you can't get him.
I think if you play Whelp, and the other one, you probably want to have the Whelp first.
I just forgot that for a second.
You want to play the Whelp second, sorry, the other way around. Because that way you thin out your deck before you draw.
Simat big pickup?
Yeah, that was big.
This was a big I like, because you get your own Zigzor Prime, kind of like being like, hey, yeah, dude, I got this. Is there draws in the deck that really win it for Agent, though?
The problem is that Zephyrus isn't lethal.
Zephyrus he already played. He can't get.
Right, he played there.
But he could get Kill Command though with the Huffer.
Oh, he played an early Zephyrus there.
Faywing ain't it? But Huffer, Hero Power, Kill Command would have been something.
But I think now just established board, right? You play Brawler and Faywing and Hero Power. Yeah. You establish board while pushing Hero Power every turn.
Just gotta try and keep going. Of course, Siamat's gonna come in and eat a lot of that up.
Yeah. Or just Evasive Faywing also works. Evasive Worm, that's what it's called. The Invasive Worm would be able to kill one of the minions with the Cabal Shadow Priest killing the other.
Infiltrator down instead. And, okay.
I mean, yeah, putting it on the Conscriptor makes sense
I think so.
there.
I want to just clear this up. No need to leave it on the board, like allow some fluke silence or something to happen. Zigzag Pride is big. He wanted that. He needed it.
You maybe can clear the board depending on how this goes. Yep. But do you feel like it?
Question.
I guess if you don't do it, your opponent will.
Yeah, I think so. You have to really gamble on the Hoffer later. And hope there's no big heals.
The thing is, if you can always squeeze in your hero power while your opponent does not, you still eventually win.
Big Taunt picked up.
Mass Res is a weird one.
Yeah. You have to put the Taunt down here.
Grave Runes is more straightforward. Yeah. But if he plays it on the Taunt right now, the Grave Runes that is, then he's gonna have another turn where he doesn't hero power.
Right here.
Yeah.
No, push through this, right? Kill Command wins. Hounds do not win.
Not necessarily. No.
Even with Leok, they don't win because there's not enough dogs.
What about Huffer? Huffer wins though, right? Huffer and Hounds.
But with the shield, something's
the shield has Grave Runes on it. Yeah,
there's every one of taunts there. You're looking at like all sorts.
Right.
And that's kind of frustrating for Agent there. Can you just run stuff in? Because you're really top decking. Like you need to find that burst damage.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not much else you can do, right?
Yeah. Just keep pushing hero power, play cards. You might not play any cards here. Yeah, that's all he does. And the Kronks. Deciding to pick up his Galakron, and he's going to play that next turn if he gets around to it, because why not? Kill Command is still the draw that Agent has to find here. Cyanide is not it still.
Wait, Unleash the Hounds. You have a Hound and a Cymat to clear the board. That's to clear the taunts.
No more mana for Hoffer.
No more mana for Hoffer, but at least you've cleared it.
Yeah.
And you can still push 2 to the face with the Hounds.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. You push 2 points of damage.
Just something, yeah.
And then
have to get home somehow.
Yeah, and then Hoffer is lethal.
Next turn, but Galakron comes down.
Hoffer plus Kill Command is lethal.
Uh-huh.
Natalie Celine picked up.
Yeah. Like the idea.
There was no idea there. It was random chance.
No, I mean the idea of invoking
Natalie.
first. Oh yeah, also the idea of Natalie. So that is correct.
Imagine using your Battle Cry kill 2 minions.
Offer Kill Command still it. Bone Wraith is decidedly not Kill Command. Doesn't even get the pig. That is crushing. And that's going to be the first game for smileydoggy. He's going to take the 1-0 lead here, provided he's going to find this, which we very much assume that he will.
Yes.
This is not a lethal that someone of his caliber would miss under any circumstance. So smileydoggy going to take the 1-0 with his priest just outlasting that hunter. That should definitely calm the nerves a little bit. We know he's been talking a lot about, Agent he's such a like top of the world, like elite player, top 300 legend, and it's tough to face someone like that. But let me tell you from my own experience, if you face a world-class player, all you win your first game, and then you keep going from there. And then you win your
win your first game, you win your second game, you win your third game, and then you just stop.
And then like you're like facing the wall, thinking like, how did this happen? Sometimes the stars align. That's all I can say. Even at the very top of the game. So yeah, he's gonna like this. He's gonna like he took that home. He played this very solid game. Hang on. Got a little bit of luck, of course, because the Agent just didn't pick up his cards. And Agent now being faced with the question of going back to the Hunter, which is the most solid thing he can play, or do you like something else? And we'll see. He does pick up the Warrior.
Yes.
Work on Orc Violence here. Ankar is a pretty good... it seems like a pretty good keep. I think you should hold on to that. Maybe even the Armor Smith. Depending on really what you're expecting smileydoggy to rush out here with.
Hate Storm could be somewhat interesting with all of the 2-1s.
Could be, but might also not be. The Shaman is very, very tough to calculate against, because it's not really aggro, but it's not really control. It can be fast, it can play board presence, it can play reactive.
But this one's definitely built more towards control, and of course, smileydoggy's entire lineup that he's bringing, besides the Highlander Hunter, which is banned, is literally Galakron control.
Yeah, it is very controlled.
Galakron control
Everything.
Shaman, Warlock, Priest.
Everything. Hey, he's like, yo, I got 5 of these for free. Let me go back to them.
I mean, the free Galakrons are probably like, no one has as much value of those as smileydoggy.
It's only right. And Anchor is a play. Pirates need to get drawn. Need him.
Does not care about the total.
Does not care.
Skipper is drawn now.
Pretty good.
It's weird because I think both decks, to some degree, can play both playstyles.
Yeah, it depends a lot on what you get. That's like, I of course can speak more to the warrior than the shaman because I've played more in like these archetypes in the bomb and sort of blastmaster warrior archetypes. But yeah, you can actively kill someone turn 7, but you could also go until until fatigue.
How about a random 4-drop instead of a 2/3?
I like it. How about it?
I too do like it.
Let's get it. See what you got.
And so does smileydoggy.
Oh god. Well, 2/3 gives a 3/2. It does the on shield.
Yeah, I think this is an upgrade. Even if just a very slim one.
It'll still die.
It's not a good upgrade, but it's an upgrade.
In effect, no difference. And Agent picks up the wrench. He picks up the wrench. You want that wrench.
Yes.
That is key.
Ooh.
Especially you're seeing you have perfect curve. You hit now, you hit next turn, and with the green skin next turn, you hit the turn after, and you have 3 bombs a deck just perfectly. Picture perfect for the old Dr. Boom. That's a lot of stuff to deal with, too. And an upgraded wrench does not do that by itself.
Shield block, shield slam works.
Not super uncool.
There is, of course, the Blade Storm does deal 2 damage, and the Wrench Caliber does deal with another taunt as well. That also works.
Comes up with it.
There's maybe some Skipper ideas. If you get Skipper and 2 minions somehow, which you can't, but then...
Yeah, you can.
Right, the Blood Boil is really cheap. Because then, of course, the next thing would be, can you still squeeze a Blade Storm in? Not quite, but just imagine.
But he could hit.
Yeah, and he will. And yeah, there you go. I don't think this is quite the sort of Plague of Murloc sport, but
no,
maybe Lightning
it's just element.
or just like summon a bunch of dudes.
A couple things need to go. I'm not sure if I call them dudes. They're storms.
Ooh, decides to kill the stats over everything else.
I agree. Is it boom time though? A lot of armor, a lot of poppage of damage.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Like boom time.
It is very plausible.
Don't mind if I do.
And you are pushing a lot of damage, and you're probably clearing the board.
4 boom bots. Now attack with the skipper first. Don't be a sucker here. You want that damage.
Oh, right. Yeah, the skipper's gonna die.
Skipper suicides. Okay, different route, different approach. Doesn't want the bots to die right of hand. Just gonna let him sit for a bit. That's fair.
Lightning Storm gets rid of them. Lightning Storm was just of everything but boom. A Plague of Murlocs, I was about to say, is also interesting.
I like Plague of Murlocs because you avoid all this damage.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Lightning Storm.
Because I was about to say, like, a lot of Murlocs are just gonna be pretty decent.
500 Murlocs could be dangerous, especially if there's a war leader only. And there was.
How about trade and then play Deathwing?
Yeah.
It's a bit of an awkward play, but I think it makes sense. But he goes with a different route.
For sure. Especially seeing one Plague of
Karagath,
Murlocs.
Blade
There is
Fist.
another one. Dragons pack.
I feel like you can't hate on an 8-man at 12-12.
But it could also be like the Deathwing is a really important tool against the Shaman Galakron too.
Right.
So you might want to.
Light Storm could be too, though.
Could be.
If there's no other minions, that's a bit of an assumption, of course.
I think we'll see that Shield Slam here coming down. He's going to develop board. Set him at 15 and just, you know,
Play the old green skin?
Yeah, not even the old green skin, just Lackey. Keep the green skin, you got value. You still have weapons that it goes on at some point. You just sit.
Because I mean we've seen Tempo Zephyrus. I think Tempo Greenskin is less worrying.
Yeah, maybe, but it's also not a deck with as much value, so tempoing stuff for no reason is more dubious. Besides to draw as Galakrond actively there, which I think makes sense. And he'll play that soon, I think. And there's your
There is the weapon.
There's the way to keep it.
And there's another shield slam for maybe the Prongs.
And you know what? I think you go all face. Minions, weapon, everything.
I mean, you have a taunt that you can't kill with a single attack. I don't see why you wouldn't.
You have a lot of weapons shuffled in. A lot of bombs shuffled in, sorry.
Yeah, right, you could just win on the draw
You could win on the spot. And that's something you have to set up. You have to, like, no deck is more important to really get into it.
Archivist is also the perfect counter, though. Like, after all the bombs are shuffled, just play Archivist.
Play Archivist, yeah.
I don't think that's, like, why that's in there, but...
No, it's really for the long game. It's to win fatigue games. That's why it was in the old school Control Warrior.
Hit the Lackey in somewhere, play freaking... Yeah, hit it into the 2-1 if it doesn't already, yeah, and then just play the Deathwing now, right?
I think you Blade Storm first. Or at least you take that, yeah, you take that out, that's correct. Like, you take that out, then you Deathwing, so that your Deathwing guarantees to kill everything.
Wait, it has 12 health.
Yeah, if it runs into both the 8,
oh, if it does,
then the 3.
Yeah, but then you could still hit the weapon in after.
Yeah.
If it hits into the 3/3 first,
yeah,
you could have just saved 3 health there.
I suppose.
Or more importantly, dealt 4 damage to the face.
Weapon charge to the face. Which is going to be a really good turn here. He's gonna get back there because the weapon, the bombs are gonna come in.
I feel like the Deathwing play was wrong.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with all the Witch's Brews, it doesn't really make a huge difference in practice.
I'll come on with some ferocity when these bombs are drawn, but I think Smiley's putting himself in a position. Yeah, you like to see that, but you're kind of losing the value game right now if you're agents, so you need to really get back on your feet and start hoping that some bombs start getting drawn too. Yeah.
And again, the Archivist is always like, if the bomb density gets too high, it's always an option.
He might just pull the trigger soon.
And drew the Fist of Ra already, so you know. 5-cost legendaries.
No Leroy.
Harrison Jones.
You'd rather want that on your hand.
Yes.
It happens. What to do?
Yeah, it's a bit awkward.
This is not good.
The problem is the Blade Storm never quite adds up.
It's not good for Agent. I think smileydoggy will consider archivisting sooner than later. Just, you know, get all these bombs out of here. I'm not trying to take damage.
Yeah, especially because there's so much that you can get out of the Archivist that is still very valid. So like you instantly give up your deck.
And you don't even lose fatigue much. Because this stuff that can happen to you, you can chain bombs. The Walking Fountain is a big pickup. Could be time soon to Archivist. But right now he's not too worried about it. Because he will be keeping track of exactly how many bombs are in his deck, and he's saying I'm just gonna go out and win the game myself.
But now Blade Storm looks a little more interesting, maybe?
Yeah, Blade Storm.
Puts him down to 1 and then...
Brute?
Skipper and Brute, yeah.
There's a board at least, and you establish yourself a little bit.
That's kind of exactly what I had in mind. I was just trying to figure out if the Brute fits mana-wise. But yeah, that totally fits.
Walking Fountain might be a response here. Play first, yeah. I mean, it's not going to be any more big white boards, and it's actually one that you kind of like to see.
Oh, he's going to hit the Fist in there?
Oh. That's a good use. Yeah, dude, you gotta
filthy control players.
You gotta know your use, man. Sometimes you hit the Fist of Ra then into a minion. That's the way it goes, yeah. Good stuff. Proud as smileydoggy, man. He's getting it. You got Atiesh, what's right on?
I was about to say, as someone who has some experience playing with Atiesh, great stuff of the Guardian.
Let's go. It's still a weapon.
Feels-
It's a weapon. It goes. Also, of course, it's great. Like, you want that one-cost spell with Fist of Raden, because you're guaranteed the Reliquary for Priest, and that's the value. All the value you could muster. I don't know if he has another weapon in his deck. I've seen Ankar and two wrenches.
Yeah, that's probably it. Also, by the way, if it's weapon-wise is it, this would be a great time for Archivist.
Yes.
Like, you've now seen all of the bombs shuffled, pretty much. Doesn't play the Corsair Cash.
The Archivist.
There's absolutely no reason not to play Corsair Cash if you have a weapon.
Close to half his deck, it now consists of bombs.
Ah, Wolf Rider.
Wolf Rider.
Upside?
Hippogriff here. Far side.
Archivist! Ah, pick the Elemental.
Wow.
Someone does not know their classic warrior.
Back in the Control Warrior days.
Lurker below. Or Terran, both are interesting. Picks the Direwolf.
He's going easy, he's taking it easy. Back in the Control Warrior days.
You would always pick Archivist.
The Archivist off of the Archivist is what made sure you either won the game or you drew it at the turn limit.
Ah, I still don't like that those games would go to the turn limit. That's silly.
Like
also, having a turn limit is dumb.
A reasonable amount of them. Agent resigns second game. Earth-shattering play. smileydoggy 2-0 lead over one of the big favorites of the tournament, as AgentPWE is going to have to claw back into this one. He's going to be staring down that Control Warlock 3 times. That is historically not a very good thing, or not a very good situation to be in.
We call it a reverse sweep, and it rarely happens.
Especially if you have such a solid and tough deck to crack like that Warlock. If this is like Spell Druid, Murloc Paladin, things are possible, right? You can hit dry spells, but decks like this don't often do this. They're known for their consistency. That's why, of course, Doggy relies on them a lot. And we see also Agent switching it up yet again. Sick of the Hunter, sick of the Warrior. I gotta try something else. Goes Rogue.
And there's already a very solid hand there for Doggy. Like, looking at that Plague always at the ready.
You want an Invocation there. You want just the triggers, the Dead Man switches available in case you just need to pull the trigger and go and remove everything.
And of course, Agent has Scavenger on 2, Greyheart Sage on 3.
I think Smiley, you should really just sit back, like in his chair, like really far back, and just chill and take it really easy, saying, I have 3 tries with this. There's like, statistically, I'm gonna win the match. Just gotta be patient, gotta take it easy. And not hurry anything. Just, you know.
I feel like Serpent Egg, by the way, is a weird inclusion. Because you have the 1/1 imps to sack, right? Like, is it really? I guess it also works with Plague.
Yep.
Yeah.
You like it off of Plague. That's true. Started invoking there, that's really good. Of course, you want to see that.
Yeah, already upgraded him once, him being the Galakrond.
And then the Veiled Art is coming up next turn.
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff there for smileydoggy.
Agent is going to have to pull off a brilliance here already.
And I feel like Agent got a slow start, which is even more awkward when you're down 0-2.
With arguably the less valued deck, though you never really know with the Galakrond Rogue.
The Galakrond Rogue can go places.
A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen. But Doggy so far he's got to be feeling good.
I think at the high roll, the Galakrond Rogue almost plays like a Miracle Rogue, where you just draw your entire deck for almost free and you just play everything.
Waggle the Galakrond, exactly. Doesn't even need Gadget's End Auction here.
Exactly.
It's also 2 million heavy for that.
Yeah, no, it would make sense to put it.
The effect is recreated pretty well.
And it seems like we might get to see the Serpent Egg being cracked in favor of some lackeys.
Sites, I'm going tempo. I'm gonna do this actively myself. Like the idea. There's Extant. Actually, something to push through here for Agent. So I like the way that smileydoggy has kind of twisted this game into his favor already.
Praise Galakrond Evis works, but also the second Evis into a minion never feels good.
Never great.
Or Spy Mistress Goblin, that works maybe better, but then also you don't have any active cells at that point anymore.
Galakrond drawn. That could be good.
That changes the complexion a little bit of the match.
Good Evis, you could still play your Spy and your Goblin.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to Goblin the Spy if you're not going to actually attack with it.
You could just re-weapon, huh?
You could also just play the Spy, but that's also weird. Of course, next turn he can play Goblin and coin the Tog if he really feels like it.
Still, Veiled Worshipper more than available.
Ooh, Grand Lackey Urk also not looking too bad with that Lackey on the hand.
And a lot of Elidron Cable Red included, more lackeys.
This almost feels more like it's a Zoo variety rather than the Control variety. It isn't. I mean, it has the.
It's a definitely combo.
Bit of a mix. It has.
Range.
It has a huge Lackey packet.
Spam is there on this size. This is the turn where I use the coin for a good rush value. And I agree with that. I think you have to fight back for this board and fast.
Yeah, and I think for Doggy, he can at any given point just push out the Urk and just get a bunch of lackeys so it feels like it. Feels like a lot of lackeys, but does not feel like a Urk.
More of them, yeah.
Oh, Fairy Dragon works, yeah.
It's Fairy Dragon takes it easy.
Probably keeping the last lackey to have it available for Urk whenever.
Whoopsie about something. I wasn't exactly sure what that was.
Probably meant to trade.
Maybe.
Especially with Togwaggle being a thing.
I think he...
Though lackey on hand, so not a big deal.
A bit late. Shouldn't kick himself over too much, but it happens.
Especially since Agent is trading anyways, I think it's not a big deal. He had the mana for the extra lackey. Sinister Deal could be what enables the Urk train. Or we could just go for a spell. Ooh, he is holding the other wing.
Yeah, I like Nether Breath. It's a good pickup. Get rid of that Togwell. No one wants him anyway. He's a guy.
Imagine the 1-1 drawing a Shadow Step, right?
Kind of gross.
Normally not the best outcome, but if you have Togwell on the board, it's not even that horrible.
Yep. Galakrond picked up for Doggy. Absolutely in the driver's seat now with smileydoggy. Can he make this a 3-0? Can he clean him up?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first semifinals match that went 3-0.
Imagine someone just coming in and clearing up the huge favorite 3-0 in the semis.
I mean, that would never happen,
dude. Like, if a guy did that, that would be huge, man. If someone did that, that would be for real. Be crazy.
Yes, you can stop patting yourself in the back.
See if Aiden can answer this somehow. Because Doggy seems to have all the answers and then some at the moment.
Ah, another Shadow Step for the questing, yes.
We've seen this before. We've seen this idea. Playing the value game.
Yeah, this is silly, but it's good, but it's also silly. I think Dirty Bricks or Waxamancy. Assassinate is possible.
Because you're expecting big stuff to happen.
Yeah. You can Shadow Step it once more. You could also just keep that.
Yeah, your turn's over soon. I think you'll do it next time.
You might also want to keep the Shadow Step for a Flick or a Kronks.
Because you have to adjust to the value game now. There's no way you're out-tempoing, you're running them over here. It's not happening. Easy Plague of Flames, clearing up. Here comes the Urk.
Ah, I've been waiting for it all game.
There we go. Choo-choo, the value train. Side set right now is the best option to do.
And there is puts taunt on the Urk.
Yeah, I like it. Give it hell. Heal it up.
Yes, but also still make it the most easily accessible minion on the board. That being said, of course, a Seal Fate not in range anymore.
What do you do about this stuff? Because you know Rogue doesn't AoE.
I mean, you could flick the Urk if you felt like it and Shadow Step it, but that seems a little excessive. You could assassinate it too. Which is kind of the same idea, but not as awkward. Decides to go with... Is it Seal Fate Evix? Oh,
is that what the game is? Something to Galakrond?
Does it have a claw yet?
Yeah,
it does have a claw. But I was about to say, if that was the goal, you would have pushed the Seal Fate into the Wild Pirate.
And he's really just flicking this for value. We're seeing Shadow Step though, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Because you could have just sealed the fate of the Pyro and just hit the claw into the Urk.
If you played the Pyro, if you played the Galakrond, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you had the hands... Oh, he probably didn't have the hand space before, right? He played a lot of cards this turn.
smileydoggy just saying, dude, I'm taking this. This is my game. This is my game to lose now. I'm taking the aggressive position. I'm putting big stuff down. Whiteboard. You don't have Phantom Knives in your deck. I'm sitting pretty. It's smileydoggy thinking I'm putting some serious pressure down.
Is this kind of like a Galakrond's forced sort of a turn?
I feel like it is, but how does it win you the game?
I don't think it does, but it's like the best prayer you can chuck up right now, isn't it?
Feels like it.
You could assassinate the 7/1, assassinate slash flick
something else. Yeah. But that doesn't do it because you see the fully operated Galakrond for Doggy too with the 5 attack.
Yeah.
Not it. Kind of not it. Not really it.
I guess you seal the fate of the 7/1. That seems kind of obvious. And then you see what lackey you get.
Yeah, theory.
Maybe get a backstab.
Trail's good, but too expensive now.
Yeah. But yeah, you got some armor. You dealt with the biggest threats. You're
on some serious.
He might still be dead from what Smiling on his hand.
I'm seeing one off, if I'm not mistaken.
Board says 7 plus claw is 12 plus combo is 14. Yeah.
smileydoggy recognizing it, playing super conservative, and I like it too. Gonna play the Galakrond here though, not gonna get full demon value, but he's just got he knows that there is no board answer that Rogue has to what he's doing here.
Ah, Xavier.
Remember?
I remember it, then, yeah.
Pretty bad card.
Summons 2/1s Flames of Azeroth, which the Satyrs are demons, the Flames are elementals, so...
That's a change.
So it is technically a buff.
It's a change, and this will probably be Kronk's turn, but...
Ah, yes, Kronks clears the board perfectly.
But then what?
Well, then you're at 4 health and your opponent has a 5 attack claw.
And you're dead.
I think the board clear is necessary anyways.
This could be game. I don't see it. This is game, right?
But you can't heal on top of it.
You can't heal. And just the 5, just the persistence of Doggy's gonna take this.
I think he's also trying to figure out a way to deal with this board without Kronksing, so he can use the Kronks for healing, but I don't...
Draconic Lackey Alexstrasza.
That's kind of the same as clearing the board, though, because you're not getting enough health.
Draconic Lackey Nazari doesn't work because it's the palette. Kronks to clear. All he can do, cat. What is there?
Oh yeah, cat into taunt is probably more likely than Lackey to taunt.
Oh, that's not a taunt. That's not a taunt. That's gonna be game 3-0. smileydoggy running over the prohibitive favorite. One of the big fans in the American Conference. AgentPWE is eliminated from the tournament, and it's gonna be smileydoggy, the newcomer, who will be facing Lilnenko in the American Conference Championship. What a performance! You see, Doggy is really one who likes to down-talk himself a lot before games. He did it here. He said, "Oh, dude, Agent, he's all that in a bag of chips," and he walks in and just destroys him. If that works, that's how he's supposed to approach the next match too, because that was a great performance. That was excellent play from Doggy. He is certainly a force to be reckoned with here. And AgentPWE can't quite be happy in how this turned out. He made it quite far, but I'm sure he wanted to sniff some finals air there and wanted to have a shot at going to the big one. Didn't happen this time, but we know he'll be back in future tournaments. One of the most dedicated players we've known, and definitely one of the strongest. You can tell just from the ranks that he regularly achieves. The guy plays the game. The guy absolutely plays the game, and doing that, he knows that sometimes there's bad days and there's good days, but today was a bad day for him, good day for Doggy, so he's moving on. We have the Final Four. We have both championship games situated.
Yes.
Razvan War versus me in the European side, and smileydoggy versus Lnenko in the American side. We will have a brand new champion in both conferences.
Yes.
Someone who's never won it before, so that is going to be very, very exciting. Those matches are coming out as soon as possible, hopefully already starting tomorrow. And we're trying to get everything out before the expansion happens. 3 more games to come. 2 championships and a final Trash Bowl to celebrate the whole thing. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. Some love in the chat for Doggy, some love in the chat for Agent. And yeah, let us know your picks for those championship games, because I don't know. I can't pick either one, and I'm playing anymore. It's going to be incredible. So thank you for watching. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. And if you want to be part of the action and the whole madness, join our Discord server. Link to that is in the description. And we'll hopefully see you there soon. And make sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss the remainder of this. As, hey, gotta go. I love this attitude. I know he's playing Battlegrounds. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. JJ.
That's it.
That's it.